Hi guys, it's live at 5 on Sunday night. I almost didn't come on tonight because I am so freaking sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's the reason for the Canada Dry. I'm going to be slurping on this as we chat and enjoying it, and I hope you aren't going to judge me for it. Maybe I'll find a cup. Sorry. So today, I thought we'd start with a few bits because this is a soap making channel. And to share with you those soapy secrets, I've brought my secret soapy journal. Now this, I fill out about 2 to 3 of these every single year. And what it is, it's like, I'm going to let you have a peek inside, okay? Now what it is, they're all my ideas. You ever wonder where I come up with the crazy combinations, designs, ingredients? This is where I write them all down. So in here, just to keep myself organized, I put all of my legal stuff so that when I go to customs, I have my book with me and I'm ready to fill out those customs forms. Hi, Yo-Yo Biggs. Welcome to my channel. I may need a big box of tissue tonight because I've got a cold. All that snow gave me a cold. So I haven't gone anywhere today, but I decided to go live because, you know, I can't give you guys a cold, sneeze and cough all over you, which I'll try not to do. I promise. I'll promise. Thanks for the kisses, Yo-Yo. It's really, really great to be here tonight. So this is my third soapy journal. Oops. Looks like we got, hey, AD. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're not going to get started right away. Hopefully. Sorry. There we go. There we go. My camera went up. So we're talking about soapy secrets. AD, welcome, welcome. Hey, Dirty Low. Thank you so much, Dirty Low, for showing some love. Get to know everybody else. That's what these are for, guys. Time to connect. I'm hoping to have some fun with you tonight. But if not, that's okay too. Like I said, I have a terrible, terrible cold. I'm sure you can hear it. And if I start coughing uncontrollably, I'm sorry. Those laughs are going to set it off. I know it. So this is one of the soapy secrets. Hey, Sean, could you grab me some tissue, please? So these are my soapy secrets. So we're going to talk about, you know, what I do to prepare for my different projects. So the first thing that I do is I make sure, thank you, honey. I make sure that I have my soapy journal. So if you don't have a soapy journal, if you don't have, you know, whatever your craft is or whatever if you're in an artistic field, you need a journal. You need to keep track of your ideas so that when you go and you feel like you're inspired, you're ready. You're ready to finish it and make it a reality. Oh, thank you, AD. I hope so too. So this is my journal. So in here, I've got some of my YouTube goals, some of the challenges. When I started that 100 uploads challenge, when I started this journal, ideas for, you know, different things that I still like to do. So whenever I run out of ideas, I've got this to come back to so that I can create, because at one time it was a really great idea that I just forgot about. So time to come back to it, right? There's things in here that we haven't covered, things like all the different oils and butters and why we use them. You have a scrapbook. Good. That's the way to do it. That's how you keep track. That way when you're like, okay, what do I want to make today? What do I want to do today? What do I want to do this quarter? You're prepared. And my favorite part of this is, well, it was so funny because I had this idea for making a sorting hat soap, but I had no idea how to make it. And then B. Aida on Sorcery Soaps put up an upload. And this was way back last year when I was like, how do I make a sorting hat? So at some point, I'm going to make a Harry Potter inspired soap with that sorting hat if I can ever figure out how to do it. And she was really, really, really good at showing how that's made. So when you come back, you've got some great ideas. You don't have to start from scratch every single time you have a project. You can say, okay, I'm finished with that. And one thing that I always like to do is when I finish something like this one, this was my golden pear soap, I mark it and how it worked out. And then I change anything that changed, so that I know that this design has been done and then I can move on. It's so much fun. It's just so much fun. Like, here's my goals for today on this one. It was prep my Salish sea soap, boil the brine, finish filming Bloody Fingers, write the story of the soapy ghost, and then start my pear soap rebatch. Those were things I just had planned for that day. And I did some of them, and then I came back to some of them later because I have a very, very, very busy household. And so I can't get it all done. Hey, Byron, welcome to this live chat. Right now we're talking about Soapy Secrets. So if you're a soap maker, this is really probably, a good little chat. And if you have anything that you do to, capture your creative spark, whether it be in soap making or scrapbooking or, makeup design or writing or whatever artistic pleasures you find that bring you joy, a journal seems to be a very basic, perfect place to start. So we're going to talk about my soapy journal, for example, and some of the things that I do, some of the things I write in here, some of the people who I'm inspired by. If I'm inspired by someone like that Sorting Hat, which was totally Bea Aida and Sorcery Soap, I make a note right there so I don't forget who inspired me, because it's always nice to, keep track of that kind of thing so nobody feels like you're copying them or you're not respecting their artistic creativity as well, because that's really important. We can be inspired by other people, but we don't want to copy them at all, right? I suck at planning. Well, that's just a place to start. We call it brainstorming. Whenever you're creating a storyboard, for example, you have a set of characters, and for soap making, that would be different colors you really want to use, maybe different fragrances you'd like to try. And then you look at you build your story from there. I like to say that every bar of soap I have has a story behind it, and that's absolutely true. Now I'm going to take a swig of this because I'm getting really, really parched, and I apologize if this is uncouth, but I need to do that. Nobody's drinking out of this jug, I promise. All right, because sometimes our plans change, and it's nice to be able to kind of go with the flow, because sometimes you don't get a project done in time, and so then it doesn't fit the season. So you have to be open to changing it and seeing, is there a way that I can create this so that's interesting to share and is interesting to sell if it's something that you're selling, for example, a type of soap. So this is also where I start formulating. So here's a list of ingredients for testing. This is my shimmer embeds, my first try for my shimmer embeds. I needed a lot more, so I made a note of that. I need a lot more of it with this particular brand. Yeah. So if you don't have a soapy journal, or if you don't have a writing journal, or you don't have a drawing journal or a scrapbook, get one. That'll help you to keep yourself new, help you keep yourself inspired, so you don't run out of ideas, because it's really neat to come up with something that's just you and just unique and just fun, right? And I've got a lot of really, really fun things coming up. I thought I'd talk about a few of those things because they haven't actually been done, as far as I know, on YouTube with soap. I'm back into making a lot of probiotics. And so I'm going to show you how to make your own apple cider vinegar. That's coming up. I'm going to show you how to make your own pure vanilla extract. That's also coming up. It's already uploaded. It'll be coming in the next month or so. I'm going to be showing you how to make kombucha 3 different ways. There are 3 different kinds of kombucha that I like to make. And if you're interested in kombucha and probiotics, and then using those probiotics in your soap, really, really excited about sharing that with you. I make music, blogs, live streams about my life, etc. I've been on your channel for a while, almost here. Oh, that's wonderful. And I comment on one of your videos. Thank you so much, young Byron. I really appreciate your support. It's wonderful how we can support one another and be completely different in our interests. It's wonderful. I love music too. Yeah, I know your site is wonderful. So go check out young Byron, guys. Shout out for young Byron. So yeah, where was I? I'm going to be disjointed a little bit tonight because I am feeling under the weather. So I apologize in advance. If there's something, if I quit in the middle of a thought, just, ask the question and I will either in the comments later or here in the chat. That's fine. Hi, Romantic Status, Be Romantic Status. Welcome to this live chat and our Soapy Secrets. We've just talked about journals and how important a journal can be in any artistic endeavor. And I gave you a little sneak peek into mine and some of the stuff that's coming up. Oh, right. That's what I was talking about. Probiotics. So using probiotics in soap. So we're going to do milk kefir. We're going to do water kefir. We're going to do water kefir grains. We're going to do SCOBY kombucha soap. We're going to do strawberry kombucha soap. Most likely that's my favorite one. So it's going to be a lot of really fun things. And because I've been working a lot with lactic acid and sodium lactate in rebatching, those are going to come in really handy because they are naturally high in either lactic acid or sodium lactate because they're what do they call it? Lactic something fermentation process. So it's lacto something. What is it, guys? Do you know? I'm an Indian, dear. Oh, that's awesome. An Indian. Do you do all of the cooking channel or do you do the music channels? Because both of those Indian channels I love. Both the music and the food of India. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. Yeah, anytime, young Byron. This is really, really fun. So we're going to be using those lactobacillus is what I want to say, but it's probably not right. If I can insert, I'll put it in the bottom and clarify that a little bit. Lacto something. Anyway, it's lactic acid, and that helps to create a more fluid soap when you're rebatching or hand milling your soap. And a lot of us like to do that. I actually love to hand mill. I do not like anything that's waste. The music channel. Okay, Be Romantic. I do like your music channel. I've subscribed to a few, and I know you're one of them. So that's awesome. Now, anytime you guys visit my channel and you leave a comment, I will definitely go and check out what you're doing lately too. I don't have a whole lot of time, but people who have the time for me, I certainly have time for you, and I make the time. I love comments here, and I'll always get back. Don't worry about that. Hey, Ducks winners from Talladega, Alabama. Oh my goodness, it's getting late over there. Isn't it like 7 or 8 o'clock by now? You're a couple time zones away from me, aren't you? Hey, Martha, how are you? Welcome, guys. We're just talking about Soapy Secrets right now, and I have a terrible cold, so I have to apologize if I blow my nose or I sneeze or I cough. I'm not trying to be impolite. I just, I can't get you sick, so I decided to come on anyway. I didn't go to church today because, I could get people sick, but I decided to just hang out with you guys because I thought it would be a lot of fun. I've done nothing today, so I'm so glad you're here. Oh, hey, Michelle, welcome from Toronto, or is it Oshawa? You're in Ontario, right, Michelle? Hey, thank you, Martha. Yeah, I am feeling better now that I'm hanging with my friends. Yeah, this is really, really fun. So we'll be doing an awful lot this next couple of months with probiotics, and I'm going to show you in my edible creations how to make your own. Or you certainly can buy them at the grocery store these days. Even milk kefir is available. We will not be using the milk kefir grains because they grow too slowly, but we will be using some of the water kefir grains. And I may bring some over here to show you because I'm having some really good, pardon me, some really good success with those water kefir grains that I've dehydrated and rehydrating them and bringing them back to life so that we can create probiotics, which are important when you get a cold. I've been eating lots and lots of different probiotics so I can get better. Hey, American Desi Mom. Welcome to the live stream. We are talking about soapy secrets. I am so sick. Oh my gosh. We had a big snowstorm and I was walking to and from work in that snow and then somebody coughed on me and I got the bug. And for the last 3 days, I have just been in bed. I've been working on YouTube videos. So there's lots of content out there. So don't worry. There's still lots out there. I'm not going to let you down. Lots of mailbox minutes. I've got some brand new content, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. And the weather here has gone to and fro. Welcome, Pamper Soap. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your love. Ginger. Yeah, I've been making ginger tea. That's one of my favorites too. Excuse me. In fact, we were talking about the probiotics. Ginger in my kefir water is probably one of my favorites because then you get that fizz and you get that boost of probiotic from that lactose fermentation process, and it just helps you feel better. So I'll go get that and show it to you guys. Ginger and water. Yeah, I love that spiciness too. Oh, it feels so good. That spiciness is just so soothing. The other day I was going through the gumdrops because the licorice is another thing that is very soothing on the throat. And I was really frustrated because half of them were the licorice, black licorice, and the other half were grape. And every time I'd eat the wrong one, my whole body would go, oh, that's too sour. That's just wrong. And then I get the right kind of, you're like, oh, yeah. But it was so sore that I think I might have eaten like a half a cup of gumdrops in like no time at all. It was crazy. I'm not alone. I've been sick for a week. Oh, the cough just won't go away. I know, it's just right there. I'm a college prof, so I can't rest. Circuit breakers have been killing me. No time to make it in for. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah,